Have you ever considered that the greatest victories are achieved without lifting a finger? Destroy your enemy. Without fighting explores the power of strategy, resilience, and restraint, teaching how to triumph through wisdom rather than conflict. Rising above conflict is a conscious decision to transcend the immediate pull of confrontation and embrace a higher path of emotional mastery and clarity. At its heart, this practice involves the deliberate choice to avoid engaging in petty disputes that drain energy and cloud judgment. The instinct to react is deeply ingrained in human nature, a survival mechanism born from the need to defend one's dignity, pride, or sense of justice. However, the true strength of character lies not in succumbing to this instinct, but in exercising restraint, a virtue that demonstrates unparalleled power and wisdom. Restraint is not weakness. It is the embodiment of control, the ability to choose peace over chaos, and to preserve energy for pursuits that matter most. Conflict often presents itself as an urgent demand for attention, pressing us to defend our positions or retaliate against perceived wrongs. Yet many of these confrontations are fueled by ego, a desire to assert dominance or prove oneself. When we rise above such conflicts, we strip away the ego's influence and recognize the fleeting nature of these battles. Instead of being drawn into the negativity of others, we cultivate a sense of detachment, allowing us to observe the situation from a distance. This shift in perspective transforms the dynamic, enabling us to see beyond the immediate provocation and focus on the larger picture. Choosing restraint does not mean suppressing emotions or ignoring problems. It is about discerning which issues warrant engagement and which do not. Not every slight or insult demands a response, and not every challenge requires direct confrontation. Rising above conflict involves understanding that some battles are simply not worth fighting. When we refuse to engage in negativity, we deny others the satisfaction of controlling our emotions and diverting our focus. This act of self-control sends a powerful message, one that states, "I am not defined by your actions, and I will not allow you to disrupt my peace." In this way, restraint becomes a shield, protecting both our mental well-being and our sense of purpose. The power of rising above conflict lies in its ability to preserve energy. Every emotional outburst, every heated argument consumes valuable energy that could be directed toward personal growth, creativity, and meaningful pursuits. By choosing not to engage, we conserve this energy, redirecting it toward endeavors that align with our goals and aspirations. This preservation of energy is not just practical, it is transformative. It allows us to approach life with a sense of calm and focus, unburdened by the distractions of unnecessary conflict. The energy we save becomes a source of strength, fueling our journey toward success and fulfillment. Rising above conflict also fosters a sense of clarity that is often obscured in the heat of the moment. When emotions run high, judgment becomes clouded, and decisions are made impulsively. By stepping back and choosing restraint, we create space for reflection and reason. This clarity enables us to evaluate situations objectively, to understand the underlying motivations and dynamics at play. With this understanding, we can respond in ways that are constructive rather than reactive, turning potential conflicts into opportunities for growth and connection. Clarity is the cornerstone of wise decision-making, and it is cultivated through the deliberate practice of rising above. This practice also challenges us to confront our own vulnerabilities and triggers. Conflict often arises not solely from external circumstances, but from internal insecurities and unresolved emotions. By refusing to engage in negativity, we are forced to examine the roots of our reactions, to understand why certain situations provoke us, and how we can address these underlying issues. This self-exploration is a vital aspect of personal growth, one that empowers us to become more self-aware and emotionally resilient. Rising above conflict, therefore, is not just an external act, but an internal journey toward greater self-understanding and strength. The impact of rising above conflict extends beyond the individual. When we choose restraint, we set an example for others, demonstrating that it is possible to navigate challenges with grace and dignity. Our actions inspire those around us to reconsider their own responses to conflict, encouraging them to adopt a similar approach. This ripple effect can create a culture of peace and respect, where disagreements are resolved through understanding rather than aggression. By embodying restraint, we become role models, showing that true strength lies in the ability to remain composed and focused even in the face of provocation. Rising above conflict also allows us to maintain a sense of control over our narrative. When we react impulsively, we hand over the reins of our story to external forces, allowing others to dictate our actions and emotions. By choosing not to engage, we reclaim this control, ensuring that our responses align with our values and goals. This sense of control is deeply empowering, providing a foundation of stability and confidence that carries us through life's challenges. It reminds us that we are not victims of circumstance, but active participants in shaping our reality. The practice of rising above conflict is not without its challenges. It requires patience, discipline, and a commitment to long-term well-being over short-term satisfaction. The temptation to retaliate, to prove oneself, can be strong, but the rewards of restraint far outweigh the fleeting gratification of reaction. Each time we choose restraint, we strengthen our ability to remain grounded and centered, building a reservoir of inner peace that sustains us in the face of adversity. This peace becomes a source of resilience, enabling us to weather life's storms with grace and resolve. In choosing to rise above conflict, we also cultivate a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of our experiences. We begin to see that our actions, no matter how small, have the power to influence others and shape the world around us. By choosing peace over conflict, we contribute to a collective culture of understanding and respect, one that uplifts and unites rather than divides. This realization adds a sense of purpose to our practice of restraint, reminding us that our choices matter not only for ourselves, but for the greater good. Rising above conflict is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. It is a choice to transcend the immediate and embrace the enduring, to prioritize growth and peace over ego and chaos. This practice, though challenging, is deeply rewarding, offering a path to a life of clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. Through restraint, we discover not only the power within ourselves, but also the potential to inspire and elevate those around us. Rising above conflict is not just an act of self-preservation. It is a declaration of our commitment to living with integrity, wisdom, and grace. Emotional mastery is the cornerstone of personal growth and resilience, an essential skill that enables individuals to navigate the complexities of life with grace and strength. At its core, emotional mastery is about recognizing and understanding your emotions without allowing them to control you. It begins with self-awareness, the ability to identify what you are feeling, why you are feeling it, and how it is influencing your actions and thoughts. Self-awareness is the foundation upon which all emotional regulation is built, offering clarity amidst the chaos of emotional turbulence. When you become aware of your emotions, you create a space between the trigger and your reaction. This space is where conscious choice resides. Instead of reacting impulsively to situations, you can pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values and long-term goals. This level of control not only prevents unnecessary conflicts, but also ensures that your actions remain purposeful and deliberate. Emotional mastery allows you to take charge of your narrative, ensuring that external circumstances do not dictate your behavior or state of mind. In challenging situations, maintaining clarity is often the difference between success and failure. Emotions like anger, frustration, or fear can cloud judgment, leading to decisions that are reactive rather than thoughtful. Emotional mastery equips you with the tools to stay calm under pressure, enabling you to evaluate situations objectively and make decisions that serve your best interests. This clarity not only helps you navigate adversity, but also positions you as a leader in the eyes of others, someone who can remain composed and decisive even in the most trying circumstances. An important aspect of emotional mastery is learning to prioritize your goals over immediate emotional gratification. In moments of emotional intensity, it can be tempting to act on impulse, to say or do something that provides temporary relief. However, this often comes at the expense of your long-term objectives. Emotional mastery teaches you to look beyond the moment, to consider the broader implications of your actions, and to prioritize what truly matters. By doing so, you shield yourself from distractions that can derail your progress, keeping your focus firmly on your aspirations. Another critical element of emotional mastery is the ability to detach from external triggers. This does not mean ignoring the world around you or suppressing your feelings, but rather cultivating a sense of inner stability that is not easily shaken by external events. Detachment allows you to observe situations objectively, acknowledging your emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. It gives you the strength to remain centered in the face of adversity, preserving your peace and focus regardless of what is happening around you. Developing emotional mastery also involves cultivating resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to change. Resilience is rooted in the belief that challenges are opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to success. When you master your emotions, you approach difficulties with a sense of curiosity and determination, viewing them as lessons rather than threats. This mindset not only strengthens your ability to handle adversity, but also enhances your capacity for innovation and creativity, enabling you to find solutions where others see only problems. Self-compassion is another vital component of emotional mastery. Often we are our own harshest critics, amplifying feelings of guilt, shame, or inadequacy. Emotional mastery encourages you to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. By practicing self-compassion, you create a safe space for your emotions, allowing yourself to process and move through them without judgment. This approach not only reduces emotional intensity, but also fosters a sense of inner peace and self-acceptance, which are crucial for long-term emotional well-being. The practice of mindfulness plays a significant role in achieving emotional mastery. Mindfulness is the art of staying present in the moment, fully engaged with what is happening here and now. It helps you avoid being consumed by past regrets or future anxieties, which often exacerbate emotional distress. Through mindfulness, you learn to observe your emotions with curiosity rather than judgment, creating a sense of detachment that allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This practice not only enhances your emotional regulation, but also deepens your connection to yourself and the world around you. Another essential aspect of emotional mastery is setting and maintaining healthy emotional boundaries. This involves recognizing what emotions are yours to manage and what belongs to others. In relationships, emotions can become entangled, leading to unnecessary stress and conflict. By establishing clear boundaries, you protect your emotional well-being, ensuring that you are not taking on the burdens of others. This practice fosters healthier relationships and allows you to navigate interpersonal dynamics with greater ease and confidence. Emotional mastery is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and growth. It is not a destination to be reached, but a skill to be continuously honed and refined. As you evolve, your emotional needs and challenges will also change, requiring you to adapt and grow. By committing to this journey, you equip yourself with the tools to face life's challenges with resilience and clarity, ensuring that you remain true to your values and purpose no matter what comes your way. Emotional mastery is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending they do not exist. It is about embracing them as valuable signals from within, understanding them, and using them to guide your actions in a way that serves your highest good. This mastery empowers you to live a life of intention, balance, and fulfillment, where your emotions enhance rather than hinder your journey toward success and happiness. Perspective and detachment are transformative tools that allow individuals to navigate life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. When caught in the midst of conflict or adversity, it is easy to become consumed by the immediacy of the situation. Emotions run high, and the urge to react often overtakes the ability to reason. However, stepping back from the fray offers a powerful shift in perspective, enabling one to see the broader context and recognize the relative insignificance of many challenges within the grand narrative of life. This act of detachment is not about ignoring problems or diminishing their impact, but rather about reframing them in a way that empowers rather than overwhelms. When you step back and observe a conflict from a distance, the heightened emotions that once seemed inescapable begin to fade. What felt urgent and all-consuming shrinks into something more manageable, often revealing itself as a minor obstacle rather than a defining crisis. This change in perspective allows you to see the situation more objectively, untangling it from the emotional weight it initially carried. You begin to understand that many of the challenges that seem monumental in the moment are, in truth, fleeting and inconsequential in the greater scheme of your journey. By shifting your focus away from the immediate conflict, you free yourself from the grip of reaction and instead gain the ability to respond with intention and wisdom. Detachment does not mean indifference or apathy. It is an intentional practice of creating emotional space between yourself and the situation at hand. This space acts as a buffer, allowing you to observe without becoming entangled in the emotions and drama of the moment. Through detachment, you realize that your worth isn't tied to external events. It stems from the stability you cultivate within. When you cultivate detachment, you learn to let go of the need to control every aspect of your environment, accepting instead that not everything requires your involvement or intervention. Perspective also helps you distinguish between what truly matters and what is merely a distraction. Life is filled with noise, minor disagreements, misunderstandings, and fleeting frustrations that, when given too much attention, can derail your focus and energy. By adopting a broader perspective, you train yourself to prioritize what aligns with your values and goals, while letting go of the trivial. This prioritization is not about neglecting responsibilities, but about choosing where to direct your energy in a way that serves your highest purpose. It is the art of discernment, deciding which battles are worth fighting and which are best left to pass on their own. One of the greatest gifts of perspective and detachment is the ability to maintain emotional equilibrium. When you are not caught up in the storm of immediate reactions, you create a sense of inner peace that remains unshaken by external chaos. This calmness allows you to approach challenges with a clear mind and an open heart, making decisions that reflect your values rather than your fears or frustrations. Emotional equilibrium is not about suppressing feelings, but about regulating them in a way that ensures they serve you rather than control you. It is about staying grounded in the face of life's unpredictability, confident in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. Perspective also allows you to see the humanity in others, even those with whom you may be in conflict. When you step back, you begin to understand that others' actions are often driven by their own fears, insecurities, and struggles rather than a personal attack on you. This understanding fosters empathy, enabling you to approach conflicts with compassion rather than defensiveness. Empathy does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but recognizing that everyone is navigating their own challenges, which can sometimes manifest as negativity or aggression. By maintaining perspective, you create the emotional space to respond with kindness and wisdom, breaking the cycle of conflict and fostering more meaningful connections. Detachment and perspective also help you protect your energy, a finite resource that should be invested wisely. When you refuse to be pulled into unnecessary conflicts, you conserve your mental and emotional resources for pursuits that truly matter. Every moment spent dwelling on minor frustrations is a moment stolen from your growth, your dreams, and your happiness. By focusing on what elevates you rather than what drains you, you align your actions with your long-term vision, creating a life that is both purposeful and fulfilling. This alignment is the essence of living with intention, where every choice is made with a clear understanding of its impact on your journey. The practice of detachment does not happen overnight. It is a skill that requires patience and consistency. It involves unlearning habits of overreaction and reactivity, replacing them with mindfulness and intentionality. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, creating a sense of presence that anchors you in the moment. With mindfulness, you learn to pause before reacting, giving yourself the opportunity to choose a response that reflects your highest self. This practice not only enhances your emotional well-being, but also strengthens your relationships, as others begin to see you as a source of calm and stability. Perspective and detachment are about liberation, the freedom to live a life untethered by the smallness of temporary conflicts and distractions. They empower you to rise above the noise, to see the beauty and potential of your journey, and to remain focused on what truly matters. In embracing these practices, you cultivate a sense of clarity and peace that enriches every aspect of your life, from your personal relationships to your professional endeavors. This clarity allows you to move forward with confidence and grace, knowing that your energy is invested in building a life of purpose and fulfillment rather than being wasted on fleeting frustrations. Inspiration through restraint is a profound concept that illustrates how choosing to rise above conflict can create ripples of positive change, not just within oneself, but also in the lives of others. Restraint, often mistaken for passivity or weakness, is in reality an act of immense strength and self-control. When you choose not to react to provocation or negativity, you send a powerful message to those around you. The value of peace, respect, and emotional mastery. This deliberate choice to refrain from unnecessary engagement becomes an unspoken demonstration of grace and wisdom, inspiring others to emulate this behavior. Restraint sets a powerful example by redefining strength, not as dominance or retaliation, but as the quiet confidence of self-control. In a world that often equates power with aggression, the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of conflict stands out as a rare and admirable quality. By refusing to engage in unnecessary disputes, you show that true power lies in self-mastery and inner peace, rather than in proving oneself to others. This quiet strength not only elevates your own sense of dignity, but also commands respect from those who witness your actions. People begin to see restraint as a mark of maturity, a trait to be admired and adopted. The impact of restraint extends far beyond the immediate moment. When you choose not to engage in negativity, you create an environment that fosters understanding and reduces tension. Your refusal to add fuel to the fire often leads to a natural de-escalation of conflict, allowing for clarity and resolution to emerge. Others may begin to mirror your approach, recognizing that conflict can often be diffused not through confrontation, but through calmness and patience. In this way, your restraint becomes a catalyst for a culture of peace, influencing not just your interactions, but also the behavior of those around you. By choosing restraint, you also teach others the importance of self-awareness and emotional control. People observing your actions begin to understand that it is possible to navigate challenging situations without losing composure. They see that emotions, while powerful, do not have to dictate one's responses. This realization can be transformative, encouraging others to reflect on their own behavior and strive for greater emotional intelligence. Your example becomes a living testament to the idea that strength comes from within, from the ability to remain grounded and true to oneself regardless of external circumstances. For instance, a professional who remains composed during a heated meeting earns trust and admiration, setting the tone for productive dialogue. When you demonstrate the ability to rise above petty disputes and focus on what truly matters, you earn the trust and admiration of those around you. People begin to view you as a source of stability, someone they can rely on to approach situations with fairness and clarity. This trust strengthens bonds, creating deeper and more meaningful connections. In professional settings, this quality can position you as a leader, someone who inspires confidence and motivates others to work collaboratively toward shared goals. The act of rising above conflict through restraint also inspires others to seek solutions rather than dwell on problems. Your refusal to engage in negativity sets the tone for a more constructive approach to challenges. It encourages others to focus on finding common ground and working toward resolution, rather than getting caught up in blame or retaliation. This shift in perspective not only improves the quality of interactions, but also fosters a sense of unity and shared purpose. When people see that conflict can be handled with grace and maturity, they are more likely to adopt a similar mindset, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Inspiration through restraint is deeply rooted in the idea that actions speak louder than words. When you choose not to react impulsively, you communicate a powerful message without saying anything at all. Your calm demeanor becomes a reflection of your inner strength and values, leaving a lasting impression on those around you. This silent influence can be more impactful than any argument or explanation, as it demonstrates the principles you stand for in a tangible and authentic way. People are drawn to this quiet confidence, finding in it a source of inspiration for their own behavior. The beauty of restraint is that it not only influences others, but also enriches your own life. By choosing to rise above conflict, you preserve your energy and focus on what truly matters. You free yourself from the burden of unnecessary emotional turmoil, creating space for growth, creativity, and fulfillment. This sense of inner peace becomes a source of strength, allowing you to face life's challenges with clarity and resilience. In turn, this inner strength radiates outward, inspiring others to pursue their own journeys of self-mastery and growth. Restraint also teaches the value of humility and patience. It reminds us that not every battle needs to be fought, that sometimes the greatest victories come from simply letting go. This humility is a powerful tool for fostering understanding and building bridges, as it allows us to see beyond our own perspectives and consider the experiences of others. Patience, too, plays a key role in this process, as it gives us the ability to endure challenges with grace and to trust that resolution will come in its own time. These qualities not only enhance our own well-being, but also create an environment in which others feel valued and respected. Inspiration through restraint is about creating a legacy of peace and respect. It is about showing others that there is a different, better way to handle conflict, one that prioritizes understanding over aggression and connection over division. By choosing restraint, you become a beacon of hope and possibility, demonstrating that strength and kindness can coexist, that peace is not a weakness, but a profound act of courage. This legacy is one that extends far beyond individual interactions, influencing communities and shaping the world for the better. Through restraint, you not only elevate yourself, but also uplift those around you, fostering a culture of mutual respect and shared humanity. The conclusion of the story brings us to a powerful realization. The conscious choice to prioritize growth, well-being, and inner peace over the fleeting satisfaction of confrontation is not merely a personal victory, but a profound act of self-liberation. This decision is a testament to the strength and clarity required to rise above the chaos of conflict and focus on what truly matters. In choosing this path, individuals embark on a journey that transcends the immediate, creating a life rooted in purpose and harmony. It is a journey that requires courage, for it challenges the instinct to react, to defend, and to retaliate, replacing these impulses with wisdom, patience, and resolve. The act of prioritizing growth over confrontation signifies a shift in values. It reflects a commitment to self-improvement, to becoming a person who is guided by principles rather than emotions. This conscious decision enables individuals to channel their energy into pursuits that elevate them rather than diminish them. By choosing growth, they affirm their dedication to a life of progress, where each challenge is an opportunity to learn and every setback a stepping stone toward a greater understanding of themselves and the world around them. This mindset not only empowers the individual, but also sets an inspiring example for others, demonstrating that true strength lies in the ability to remain steadfast and focused in the face of adversity. Well-being, too, becomes a central pillar of this approach. By refusing to engage in unnecessary conflict, individuals protect their mental and emotional health, preserving their inner peace and fostering resilience. This choice reflects an understanding that well-being is not a passive state, but an active practice, one that requires intentionality and effort. It is about creating boundaries that shield oneself from negativity and prioritizing activities and relationships that contribute to a sense of fulfillment and joy. In doing so, individuals cultivate an inner sanctuary, a place of calm and clarity that sustains them even amid external turmoil. Inner peace, the ultimate reward of this approach, is perhaps its most transformative aspect. By choosing peace, individuals free themselves from anger, frustration, and resentment. This liberation allows them to live in alignment with their values, unshaken by the noise and distractions of the world around them. Inner peace doesn't mean avoiding challenges. It means facing them with calm and focus. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing one's worth and staying true to it regardless of external circumstances. This state of peace not only enhances personal well-being, but also radiates outward, influencing others in profound and unexpected ways. The ripple effect of this approach is perhaps its most far-reaching impact, when individuals prioritize growth, well-being, and peace. They inspire others to do the same. Their actions serve as a silent yet powerful testament to the transformative power of restraint and self-mastery. Others begin to see the value in rising above conflict, in choosing to focus on what uplifts rather than what divides. This ripple effect creates a collective culture of wisdom and strength, where individuals support and elevate one another in their shared pursuit of a more harmonious and meaningful existence. The story concludes with a clear and resonant message. The choice to rise above conflict is not merely a personal endeavor, but a contribution to a greater whole. It is an affirmation of the belief that growth, well-being, and inner peace are not only achievable, but also essential to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. By making this choice, individuals not only transform their own lives, but also leave a legacy of wisdom, strength, and inspiration for others to follow. In the end, this path of conscious living is a reminder that true victories in life are not about defeating others, but about conquering ourselves by choosing peace, clarity, and purpose.